introduction, Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
What we're talking about today.
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad that you and I can talk today about our 19th, their 19th episode aired. Tomorrow is yesterday. And it is features directed by Michael O'Hurley. And we've had him before, I think. Don't know for sure. And written by, okay, this is the cool part, DC
Cool.
Fontana.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And another mind-blowing script time. I mean, like 6 weeks or something crazy. Not the 6 months or so that the episodes were created before the series aired. Here, this was like October to November kind of thing. Boom.
Wow.
And it is production number 21.
Does it have story by, or was script and story by DC Fontana? Do you know?
I don't know, but I think there was some argument between Gene Kuhn throwing out, they all pitch in, ideas. Okay, we could have them go back to, and then DC Fontana said, I did this, I came up with this by myself. Whoa, great minds think alike.
That's true. That's very true.
This is a great episode. Oh, one more piece of puzzle. Aired January 26, 1967.
1967. So we just cracked the 1967.
Tomorrow is yesterday. One of many episodes with the word tomorrow in the title.
I do feel like we did this episode already, though. Oh, yeah. Time travel.
The first one, 5 minutes, 40 seconds, and 7 frames. Kirk says the famous, to me, something that's worth repeating. What?
Yeah, exactly. Kirk. I was going to talk about that. He's looking at, I don't know why they put the eye light there. Do you know why? He's looking at Captain, what's his name, right?
Captain Christopher. Not to be confused with Christopher Pike.
Exactly. I know, right? We love that name.
And let's make sure that tomorrow, the episode we're watching today, the 19th episode, called Tomorrow is Yesterday, is not going to be confused with Return to Tomorrow or anything like that.
Okay. So here's what we got. So Bruce, I know that you and I have a difference of opinion sometimes, but what happened here is the Enterprise was getting incredibly sucked in by a black star, which I think that they started referring to later on as black holes, didn't they? Is a black star the same thing as a black hole, or am I mistaken?
I bet some physicist is going to say there's a subtle difference, or maybe a different generation, different decade, they use different terms, let's say. I don't know. I'm going to say same thing.
Okay. So we know on a black hole, the gravitational pull is so great that that's what makes it black. There's no light that can escape because of gravitational. So we know that they're encountering something with an exceptionally great gravitational pull. The Enterprise, being the fantastic ship that it's made, though, it can handle the gravitational pull, but they try to pull away. So they're backing away from the black hole. And in the course of backing away, time goes backwards. If they went forward, they would have shot into the way future, which they didn't want to do. So they're backing away from the black hole, like me right now. And they break away, except they go back 200 years in the past. And
the breakaway factor, is that a
thing? The breakaway factor, that is in there. And so the rubber band effect, right? So then I love the line that Spock says something about, if Scotty's okay, we should have something power in a minute. And
I love it.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it? So we know Scotty's okay. And but they find themselves in the past, and they're hovering somewhat precariously above the Earth's atmosphere, just above the atmosphere, right? So they're still in space, but just above atmosphere is what we're saying, right? And then but the Earth can see it because it's this massive starship, and so they're saying, "What is that?" I guess they're picking it up on radar, right? And they're saying, "What is that thing?"
Right. I would say radar. No, I wouldn't say someone's out there just looking up and seeing it. And besides, they're probably over the Atlantic or something, and there's nobody around there.
So what would you say? I know that you know this. Starfighter, right? The F-104. Yeah. What would you say the F-104's displacement is as opposed to the Enterprise? Like, it's a lot, right?
There's a big difference, right?
A lot, kind of, yeah, exactly. But do you have any idea? Because when the radar's picking it up, it's going to pick up this massive thing in the sky.
Massive. Right? I would imagine that the ship is a fraction, a 50th of the USS Enterprise.
At least, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're looking at this massive thing up there, which is like blowing their minds, I would imagine, right? What the heck is that? Was it a threat, do you think? I mean, he did say that, but I don't know if they thought it was a threatening thing or they just really wanted to go look at it.
Hey, these are professionals. They're not afraid, or you say, I want to say threatened, but you said a threat. They have to investigate everything, right? And so
yeah,
so
they're just checking it out.
Check it out. You don't know.
And I love this because the Enterprise has such a strong tractor beam that the aircraft is like a little aluminum can. And it's just like, yes. And I love Spock. He's like, this thing ain't gonna, this is just, we can't do this, Captain.
Yes.
Okay, so now we've given them enough, right? The audience knows enough about what's going on. So now we're going to go back to your notes. So yes. What was Kirk doing when you were saying he said what?
My gosh. We're back, wasn't it? We're back in we're Earth in the past, and he's like,
oh yeah.
What? Or maybe they're listening to Apollo, right? And they determine what time they're at. I think I can quickly.
Is that what Uhura tells them? We're not picking up subspace. We're picking up. What do they call it? I know subspace communications as opposed to regular communications.
Subspace, so that travels faster than our ship passes, right? Warp factor. Yeah. It's subspace. It's outside of the ship's travel, and so it has to. Otherwise, the story can't be told. Can't be talking to the Starfleet if it takes just as long to get the damn message there as they could fly there. No.
I love again the characters, Spock and Kirk in this. Kirk acts like a swashbuckler. He loves that they have another captain on board, right? He's showing off to that captain. If you look at this, I don't know if you noticed this during the show, but he's just kind of cocky and showing off, and and Spock's going, "What are you doing, Captain? You know, like really? Now he sees too much. You're showing him too much." And Kirk is just proud of his ship and proud of his stuff and wanting to take another captain around. I can understand that. Did you get that during this episode? Yeah.
What's the problem, Spock? He's learning more all the time.
Yeah. Kirk's going, okay. So you got the ceiling lights. Now, was this different than the normal lights, or you were just?
I noticed this for me the first time that they're generally colorful, green and orange and yellow and blue. Do they change? Like this? Remember the seat, the control panel, the right-hand side.
Oh yeah.
Chair, we're all green, and then because we had they changed those colors up. I wonder if they had a little overhaul at the beginning there.
Can you tell us? I know you know the episode because you told it to me once, and I don't know that we're there yet. But I know there's one episode where you say you can actually see the construction of the set above.
There's at least 3 that I can think of. I don't know the episodes. So these are all wild. The bridge is what we're looking at right now. The bridge is a wild set. The walls, all those sections, science station can be pulled out, right? Or the one next to it. And that's what usually gets pulled out. And then the camera is focused on Spock. And there's an episode where that is far enough back and you can see the wood of the edge where the set came away.
So then you got Captain Kirk. That eye light or the key light does make him look like he's in love with Captain Christopher. It's just like he's like, oh, I'm in heaven, another captain. Thank God, right? Kirk is so happy to see someone else, someone different. I think it's kind of cool that he's kind of got this rapport right away. Hey, come check my stuff out, you know.
Yeah, I noticed that right off. And of course, in the episode, especially Charlie X, really bright on the eyes and really dark elsewhere. And here it was similar. The still doesn't do it justice.
It actually kind of does. It's a good one. It's a good still. And then why do you think that Captain Christopher, though, he was kind of all pissed off right away? I was wondering why would your character be so upset right away?
No, come on. The public, like a non-military person like me, our impression is that you say name, rank, and serial number. Captain Christopher does his name, rank, and serial number. He's not pissed off.
Relax, Captain. You're with friends. Come on, have a drink. Have some Tranya.
I wouldn't trust them. Relax.
I like Spock is going, what the heck are you doing? You know.
What is the line that he's saying? Whenever I watch that episode, so he comes up on the bridge, and Captain Kirk says, "Okay, go ahead, don't touch anything. I think you'll find it interesting." And then Captain Christopher says, "Interesting is a word and a half word." That's what I hear. Interesting is a word and a half word. What's a half word? But I believe he's saying interesting is a word and a half for it. Is that what he's saying? I mean,
here, that's it. Do you know when that is? What time frame that is?
Interesting is a word and a half. Word and a half for it. Oh my God. Interesting
for
is a word and a half. And that's what I have written down, but that's never what I hear.
Okay, so but you kind of skipped the place where he's looking at Spock's ears, though. Everybody made up fun of that, even who was like, kind of like they're all kind of got that they're all in on the private joke, and I think they did a good job with that part, right? Just getting everyone in on the private joke.
Okay, so what's his name? When they're in Captain Kirk's office, and Spock says, "No, there's nothing he did that's significant." And we can't send you back. All this discussion. Leonard Nimoy does this great look when he hears about children, the word children. It's like we know that he did not do all of his homework. Now he has to go double check, right? And he does on further research. Later on when they're in sickbay, he says on further research, he says, "I have a wife, 2 children." That's what he says.
Yeah.
And Nimoy does this great oops, or gears are turning. It's just so subtle with the eyes where he says, I better go check that out.
That's pretty cool. I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
Really cool. I'm gonna have to go back and see that part. That's great.
Yeah, that's
and then he does reflect and say, hey, he's got a kid that started, what was it, Saturn probe.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the way in this show they keep saying probe. Probing, you can tell it's a shipload of men. We're gonna go probe this, we're gonna go probe that. He's got a Saturn probe. That's pretty important. What about we're probing the galaxy, you know?
Space Probe Agency. What is that?
Yeah, I think that's right. United Probe of the Space, something like that.
Something like that. I gotta look up the word probe in this episode. Probe. Here we go. Oh my gosh. On our authority is the United Earth Space Probe Agency. And then Spock, I find after running close cross-check on that factor that your son, Colonel Sean Jeffrey Christopher, headed, or will head, the first successful Earth-Saturn probe, which is rather significant. And then,
I didn't really realize they're probing everything until I see this episode. Now, probe. So these are the times they use probe.
Okay.
So let's see. So here we go. This wonderful little lecture that Spock gives about time travel. It's going to change everything. We don't even know if we're going to be alive. It's a really good lecture. Don't turn my volume down.
Oh, so you like the show?
I love it. I love this. I love time travel. No, but he's going, we don't know what's going to happen. Everything's going to blow up. Our universe is going to disappear as we know it. Which really would not matter, right? I mean, let's say that I went back in time and we're not sitting here talking. We would not even know. It would just be a different timeline.
Your memory just didn't go away. So the argument is, what happened in the past.
No, I wouldn't know. Because I wouldn't be here. If I go back and I changed really.
This is your story. This is your version of time travel. He says, and you go back in time, your memory of the past disappears, and now you don't remember anything.
Well, I would not even know. If they went back 200 years into, they would go, why are we on this ship? What's going on here? And they wouldn't even care, really. They're like, whatever. And they would just go back down to Earth and get married and have some kids, and, another 200 years, another spaceship is built.
I'm going to love.
I love the way they go. If the probe doesn't go to Saturn, we're kind of lost. It's not like someone else isn't going to pick up the torch, right?
No, someone might not, and it might not happen for another 200 years later. And now everything's different. The Klingons beat us up, and the Federation never happens. We don't meet the Vulcans. Kirk doesn't meet Spock. Cats and dogs.
Okay, so we have to preserve time. We have to have time travel. But anyway, so Spock is giving him the time lecture, which I love that they put it on Spock. No, Captain, if this goes back and he doesn't, oh my God.
Oh, so you like these time travel episodes?
I love time travel. I love time
I was
travel.
getting that impression.
I love the way the which is doesn't have to do with time travel, but the way that I love that they say they took it to a woman's colony to fix a ship, and now, hey, Captain, you sexy little thing, you. The computer talking to him like that, and Captain Kirk goes, "I just wish it wasn't so intimate."
Is that what he says?
Affectionate. I wish it wasn't so.
Yeah. Affectionate. Yep. I wouldn't mind so much if it only didn't get so affectionate.
So Signate 14 is where I want to go, because the women there sound like they're pretty. First of all, they got a great choice of color for the bridge. They've got a great choice of computer thing and a good sense of humor. I mean, the sense of humor's got to be fantastic if they're going to do that to a starship. You know,
It didn't have a personality. It didn't have a personality. To correct the fault will require an overhaul. Does he say that? Doesn't he say it?
He wants to put it back. Yeah, he wants to put it back the way it was.
It also has an unfortunate tendency to giggle. So
yeah.
That's there you go, where you said humor. That's right.
Yeah.
I love it. Dominated by women, they seem to feel the ship's computer system lacked a personality. They gave it one. Female, of course.
Yeah, that was Spock's line. Female, of course. So I love the line that they're a prisoner, or was it Christopher, Captain Christopher, a prisoner in time. I love that line.
You like that one?
Yeah, I'm a prisoner in time.
You're as much a prisoner in time as I am.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yes. Mm-hmm.
I like that line. It's a really cool line. Like they are in a stalemate, right? If he can't go back, they can't go forward. They're just kind of stuck.
Maybe he likes time travel.
You know, I think he did. I think he thought I was in a time warp, and the time is already gone, right? We're going to take the Enterprise, we're going to go back, and we're going to be able to drop Captain Christopher off. We're going to be able to correct him calling me now, and I'm going to go back in time and give him a lecture about calling me now before he calls me now.
Apparently, you can drop him off on the planet while you're doing Warp 8. In the right spot. Boom. Beam him down.
All right, I can see how annoying I could be. This is annoying for me to give you, but I don't like time travel stuff. But I want to hear your perspective. You are the Star Trek fan, and this is the episode we're watching. They're trying to put it, they go back to the tape, which really does change time, whether they know it or not. Just because they have the tapes doesn't mean that the timeline is preserved, right? It doesn't mean the timeline is preserved.
No, everything that they do could have, a change, right? They remove the tapes, and now all of a sudden the world is different. Yes.
And here's a quote that I'd like you to explain to me.
Very
okay. It's a really stupid thing that I should not ask him. Forgive me, I'm going to cut this out. But when Kirk looks at it and he goes, "That's it, that's all of it." How does he know they don't have don't we back stuff up? I mean, hey, look at what I found in these servers. What the heck is this? Yeah.
That's all we got.
I hate that I do this. It's a weird obsession I have with time travel stories that I go, I don't think we have to have a lecture that everything's going to be different. Because honestly, I'd like a different life, man. I would have done a lot of different things, I don't know that I'd want to sit in the audience and let somebody rant about time travel when they're going, no, it's just an episode, Kevin. It's a fun episode. Because overall,
I'm the audience. I'll shut you up when I have enough.
Okay. So I do have this to say, though.
What do you have? What do you got?
Was this a fun episode or what? I thought they didn't want to do fun episode. This was a fun episode.
Yes.
And I think it was purposely made fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's, I'd say that's DC Fontana injecting.
She's good. She's good. Because even that thing where McCoy tells Spock, he goes, because Spock is annoying him with the thing in the transporter room. Shouldn't you be working on your time travel? Yeah, and he goes, "I am." I love that. I mean, it's funny. It's funny.
And McCoy also says something fun when Spock said he was wrong in sickbay, right? Didn't he say? Didn't Spock say that he was wrong? Oh yeah, right here. I made an error in my computations.
Yeah.
This could be a historic first. DeForest Kelley's delivery of that was excellent.
Yeah. So another problem. I don't know what I wrote that. Oh, white shoelaces. The guy when that finds him, when he's transported on board and he's holding himself down in a crouch position. The guy that catches him in the computer room, the sentry that catches the Spock and then he's transported up. He's got white shoelaces. I've never seen him wear white shoelaces in the military ever. And I think it's this little stylish choice that they made, because I know wasn't Gene Roddenberry in the Air Force? He was, right?
He was a pilot, so
in the Air Force.
He was in the Air Force. Learned in the Air Force, right? That could be.
Yeah, or whatever. Maybe Army Air Corps. I don't know what it was at the time.
I don't know.
However, regardless, my point is, I've never been in the military ever where I've seen white shoelaces, and to have the sentry that's, I think, in the Air Force, right? He's wearing white shoelaces. It was kind of a classic little fun jab. It was just fun. You know what I mean?
I polished my shoes, and I put white shoelaces.
And white shoelaces, and damn, it looks good.
That was, right? You're saying that's when he beamed on board the guy who said it's soup? That one?
Oh yeah.
Is that the guy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look for that. I would like to see some shoelaces.
It's right when he transports on board. He's standing there in the crouch down position. I was in the military for a little while. I grew up in the military family. I've never seen white shoelaces, and I just thought that was a classic choice, because you know that people had said something about that, right? You know, someone noticed that, and it was great. It was a great choice.
Interesting. White shoelaces. I didn't pick up on that. Good call.
No, I think it's a fun choice. So I just think what she did, like even Captain Kirk, he goes, "What's that uniform?" "Oh, this little thing. That's why I wear this little thing." And then he goes, "I'm going to lock you up for 200 years." And he goes, "Well, that'd be about right." You know, I just think DC Fontana, if that's her normal rhythm, she's got a great rhythm. She's got a great comedic rhythm to her.
Good stuff.
Now, wasn't she just a secretary at first, and then she became a writer and a producer and stuff like that?
She had saved up some money and said, "All right, I'm going 100%," because she was full-time secretary, part-time writer, and then she went full-time. Boom.
Yeah, she was good. So the original story is DC Fontana.
I think so. And I also read that she said that she didn't hear anything about that little memo thing or this idea of this story. It was all her own, I read. With the arrival of DC Fontana's treatment for Tomorrow is Yesterday, and then 1 month later, a full screenplay, Justman was convinced he had sparked the story by his memo.
Anyway, great story, nicely written. I just have to say, my last thing, I don't know if you saw on my notes here.
Yeah. What?
Time travel is hell. And the reason I say that is not because of what you're thinking, or I don't know what you're thinking really, but because when they're trying to stop and they're holding on, and they're just like, just like, you know,
physical.
They're stopping so they don't go further forward in time. They got to stop at their time thing, and they're just holding on for dear life and hoping that Spock's right on his calculations. And I go, yeah, it's a tough little nut. It's tough.
Can't stop. Ship. A rough ride. Time travel is hell.
Past Pluto.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do say something in trivia that they, you know, like I said, talking too fast, and they would have been done. It would have been that quick. But that's okay. It's a story. That's why I suspend belief.
It's no. This is a historical document. This actually happened, as far as I'm concerned. Galaxy Quest. It's all real. I knew it.
I don't know why I put nothing has happened yet.
Yeah, why did you, let's see, forward a slingshot back in time, then
Yeah.
forward in time. Nothing has happened yet. Oh, when you were watching it, was there just a lot of nothing?
No, I think Captain, I think one of them says that. Nothing has happened yet, or Carrick might say that.
Nothing. I'll look up nothing for the episode. Oh, yeah. Nothing could have moved that fast, Christopher says. So here we go, Christopher. Blackjack, this is Blue Jay Ford.
Oh, yeah. He's going back to his.
I could have sworn there was some kind of ship, but nothing could have moved that fast. We don't.
Yeah, that was. I think it was before that when they're doing the slingshot thing. It's before they put him back in the jet.
Okay. Nothing. Kirk says that's what would have happened if you hadn't interfered. No. Then breaking free will shoot. Then breaking free will shoot us forward in time and will transport you back to a point before any of this has happened. You won't have anything to remember because it never would have happened.
That's it. There you go. Nothing's happened. Right. There you go. That's it.
What if you can't pull free of the sun? Well, Scott's all certain about his ship.
But what does yours look like? The original.
Well, I think I even read that the problem is that in my version, it just sits there in space. It's not moving at all. Why do I not know that? I'm going to whip it forward here. I'm going to go right to the end. And there he is. And he's beamed back into his ship. And now they're beaming the guy back down into his body. And the ship goes off into space. And what about the sun? Oh, I see. Yeah, just goes off into space at 48 minutes. Jeez.
So, cool. Well, this was a good, fun episode, I think. A good, nice, fun, clean episode.
Fun. Yes, I think that is the word. And when I always think of comedy and Star Trek, well, everybody says trouble with dribbles. And I always think a piece of the action. It's hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah.
But we have to not forget that this is marvelous. This is fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, totally.
I think William Shatner plays it well. He plays this as a fun episode. So
he has lots of different facial expressions, Yeah. You said that she does this well, DC Fontana. It has to be exceptional because she did it only in a month or so, or 6 months.
Yeah.
And it's just mind blowing.
Time travel. How many time travels are there in Star Trek? 3, right? There's got to be at least 3. There's the one everyone talks about.
The naked time. We're not going to do those 72 hours over again, right? And then they say, hey, we could use that slingshot effect or whatever to do it again. This is kind of like part 2. What else we got that's time travel?
The one where his girlfriend, she gets run over by the car in the end.
I think it was a truck. And what's the name of the episode? City on the Edge of Forever.
There you go. City on the Edge.
Ellison. Why would that? Brain.
And then what's the other one? The other one you said is where they jump through that thing. Is that the time one? Is that the one?
Not tomorrow is yesterday. That's yesterday. All our yesterdays. Another episode with the word yesterday.
That was a great one because all the trajectories were different, right? That's a good time travel one. You go back in time, something different happens. That's a good time travel one. So rate this. What do you got? What do you got in your hat for this one?
Oh, this is lots of fun. It is easy to watch. Well, I know that last episode I said 90, and I want to know why. So I'm looking at the episode name. It would be Arena. And we gave it a 90. And I gave it a 90 because there was lots of stuff to watch and think. Tomorrow yesterday is a very easy episode to watch, and I could watch it over and over. It's fun to watch because it's time travel.
Yeah.
So it gets a 89.
Oh wow, we're way off.
85. What? Why?
No, I said 78. I thought you were going to be right around that.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we should see what I and you rate that low before. It's a casual episode. I'm going to my review to our list of ratings.
Yeah, which one did I give a 78 on before?
Yep.
I
Episode
think I've been do that since the first ones.
There we go. I gotta put the number in that you just gave me.
Okay.
Arena. I have the numbers 9090. I really loved all the story stuff that was going on. Tomorrow's yesterday's spot. Gotcha. And so Kevin says 78, and Bruce said 89. And now I'll give you some. You said 78 shore leave.
Shore leave. Okay. I think I didn't start skewing up until you started. You were going so high, and then I started skewing up. Only because I kind of wanted my range broader, and I think that's why I started lower, because I knew there was some that I was going to like. So I'm going to have to reevaluate, but that's okay.
I'm only giving everybody an 80 or higher.
Yeah. But those are going to skew up. I'm going to have to skew them up, because that's. But I wanted to use, like, I was still thinking, like I said, the ones I like, and I was just kind of, how you got that money in your pocket and you want to buy the really good candy, so I was just trying to
keeping those numbers for 95, 96.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
What do we have up next time, Bruce?
Oh yeah, let me tell you. I will tell you, after tomorrow is yesterday, we'll be watching episode 20 aired.
Wow.
Court Martial. Oh wow. Yes, I think I read someone, they thought this was a crappy episode. This is great. Mark Daniels, once again, isn't Mark Daniels? He did 14 episodes, I believe, the director. And the story is by Don M. Mankiewicz and Don M. No, and Stephen W. Carabazzo. From February 2nd, 1967. It was the 15th production order, but 20th aired. Court Martial. And I like the character actor that plays the judge. Yeah. Are you ready? I'm going to be ready. I mean, this guy. And only read books. Books, my friend. Books.
Yeah.
That's
books.
Where the law is.
Played out everywhere. Yeah.
Court Martial. Oh, you know why I'm going to rate Court Martial way high is because it's a bottle ship. I mean, a bottle episode. Sorry, it's on the ship or it's in the courtroom. Yeah, the planet episodes, they get lower numbers.
And then I was going to ask you a question, but I'm not going to.
Did you have fun watching it though? Yeah, right.
I thought this was a very fun episode. I really did. I did. With the exception of what I got stuck on, and you already know, I liked it a lot. I liked her. She just had fun with it. And I think, and I know that I've read where Gene Roddenberry didn't want fun episodes and stuff like that. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do like fun episodes, and I thought this was a fun episode. I got one last question for you. I know that some of these try to tell a story. They're like a moral story, right? That was really
current times, right? Moral things, stories.
Yeah, at the time, right? Sure. Yeah, there was really no kind of moral thing in this one that I could tell. Was there that you could see?
They go back and they make a change. Let's see. They have an accident. This is pure entertainment.
It is, right? It's pure entertainment.
Pure entertainment. This guy always has something intelligent to say. Let's go see what his very first comment is. Very first. He says, struggling to find a way to get his own people home, Kirk now has the future of two more to worry about. Captain Christopher and Christopher's unborn son. The theme is similar to that of It's a Wonderful Life. Jimmy Stewart's character didn't realize how one person's life could impact others and even dramatically influence the world until a miracle opens his eyes. Tomorrow is yesterday brings along a few miracles of its own.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Did you get that out of it? I don't know if I got that out of it.
Purely entertainment.
Purely entertainment. I didn't get that deep. Like, It's a Wonderful Life was pretty deep. He was ready to jump off. I didn't get that about Captain Christopher. He's just kind of a rock solid guy.
Name, rank, and serial number.
That's it. Great. Well, I love this. All right, dude. I think we did good work today. I think, what's our next one again? I'm sorry, I forgot.
I'll tell you. It's Errand of Mercy. No.
Errand of Mercy.
No, it's not. It's Court Martial, buddy. Court Martial.
The Court Martial. That's right.
It's good. Right. It's technology versus not technology.
Yes, and messing with technology.
Man versus technology, and boy,
Yeah.
Finney, not Finnegan. It's not funny like with Finnegan from Shore Leave. It's Finney.
Finney.
Oh, yeah. He stayed in the Starfleet too long as a teacher. Got old.
Yeah.
Didn't get a ship of his own. He's all pissed.
He's mad. And why? Because of Captain Kirk.
Open baffle plate. He could have hurt everybody.
Yep. All right. We did this. You just don't remember.
I just turned on your volume. Oh, so you like it too? Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm.
Okay, so I like. Yeah, and do you have your notes or not? Because I can't refer to your notes. Let me see if you have.
Just refresh.
Okay. You. Did I get the name wrong or did you? What's the name of the episode?
Oh my gosh, I got the name wrong.
Okay, there you go.
I got the name wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Tomorrow was
okay.
yesterday, right?
Yes. See, your your little time travel ship didn't quite make it.
Here we go. There's
okay.
the
Can I refresh it? Can I refresh it?
I just changed the title.
Did you just put this up though, or was this actually there?
This wasn't up there. This wasn't.
Oh, okay. No. So you just put this up. Okay.
Yeah, you're
cool.
not.
So you got. I love. There you go. Your eye light, the key light. Yeah. So on this thing here.
I know.
Right.
I know where you're at. Yep.
Okay. So.
What notes?
Your notes. What notes? What? The first note is what? I love that. Bruce kicked it off today with what? Not door open, door closed, but a what? Yeah.
Someone will know. Or were they always this
Well, they just remember he just came out of a dock where the women worked on the ship. So they decided to give it a little color. They also changed the computer and gave it a little life.
Right.